Hello, this is Ed Queen, Instructional Designer. Welcome to this screencast on using iMovie. In this little tutorial I'm going to talk about how to zoom in on a particular part of your video clip in order to remove unwanted parts of the video that you've captured. So you can see here I've got iMovie opened up on my computer, and for this particular example, instead of using an actual video clip, what I've done is I've inserted an image onto the project timeline and have told iMovie that I want that photo to display for 2 minutes. So for the purposes of demonstrating the concept that I'm trying to get across, I'm going to say that I want to zoom in on this insect here that's on this little yellow flower, and that I don't want anything else in the surrounding area to be a distraction. So the first things first, I'm going to assume that you have a really long video clip and it's just one long clip. So let's say that somewhere here in the middle of the clip is where I want to zoom in on the insect. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to the front end of the clip right here where this gear is, click the drop down and select Precision Editor. And what this does is it opens up this area down here below where you can see precisely the section of the clip that you're editing. Okay, so if we want to, for example, we want to cut this section right here where the playhead is. If you can see the red playhead here, I'm going to stretch and select about a 10-second segment of this video, and that's where I want it to zoom in on the insect. So now you can see I've got the yellow selector handles selecting the part of the clip that I want to choose. Then I'm going to right click and I'm going to select Split Clip. And what that does is it breaks your video into, now I have 3 different clips. Here's one, here's the one that I just created, and the remainder of the video follows. Now, the important thing here is when you're creating the separate clip is that you want to make sure that you select the entire portion where you want to zoom in, because once you finish with the zoomed in portion, it will zoom back out to the regular frame size. Then with this new recording, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hover over the gear in this specific clip where I want to zoom in on the insect, and I'm going to go to cropping, ken burns, and rotation. Now the choices may be slightly different depending on the type of clip that you have here, but for the cropping is what you want. So what we're going to do is select that option, and then over here in the editing canvas we're going to switch from ken burns to crop, and the green area becomes the area that's displayed on screen. So you're going to drag these handles so that it zooms in, and that looks like that's about as small as you can go. So then when with a hand cursor like this, you can drag so that the insect is the center of the frame, and everything outside of the green area is no longer inside the frame. When you're done with that, you can click Done up here in the upper right hand corner, and then you can preview your work, put the playhead a little bit before the clip and see what you've done. Press the space bar to play, and you can see it jumps to the area that you want to see, and it doesn't show anything outside that green area any longer. And then once that section is over, then it goes back to the normal zoom level. Now there are transitions and stuff that you can put in if you want to do some kind of fancy transition to make it a little bit smoother. You can just drop the transition in between clips, and you can there's all sorts of adjustments, but once you drop in the transition, then it'll sort of be a little bit of a smoother transition to what you're trying to do there. So I hope this clears up any problems that you might be having editing the videos that you're working on. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask. Thanks for watching.